Hello बच्चों, let's read the question. The question says the value of eta may lie between 0 to 1, 1 to infinity, -1 to +1 and 0 to infinity. तो बच्चों इस क्वेश्चन में हमको पूछा है कि जो eta हमारा एफिशिएंसी है विच इज eta, एफिशिएंसी eta उसकी रेंज क्या होगी? Efficiency eta range. Okay, so how to find this range? So here our key concept is that efficiency for the case of Carnot engine, see, for Carnot engine is defined as eta is equals to 1 minus T sink over T source. Okay, now what we have in Carnot engine is that we have a sink, a source and a system. So let's say this is our source, this is our sink, and this is our system which does work. Okay, so there is flow of heat from source to sink, flow of heat, okay, sorry, flow of heat, okay, from source to sink, and a work is done by the engine. Okay, so for heat to flow, let's say if T of source is the temperature of source and T of sink is the temperature of sink, then for heat to flow from source to sink, for heat to flow from source to sink, from source to sink, T source should be greater than T sink, correct? Because heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature, correct? Therefore it implies T sink over T source should be always less than or equal to 1, correct? Now for the case when T sink over T source is equals to 1, which is the extreme case, eta is equals to 1 minus 1, that is equals to 0. So what does it mean physically? Physically it means that both temperature of source is equals to temperature of sink. So both are at equal temperature, so no heat flow. No heat flow, correct? So efficiency is 0. So this is the minimum case. Okay, now let's see the other case. The other case we have again, sorry, T sink over T source, right? So now let's see what are the extreme cases for the temperature. So the temperature could be 0, correct? Let's say temperature of sink, the minimum temperature of sink could be 0 Kelvin, right? Since T of source is greater than T of sink always. So either temperature of sink is 0 Kelvin or temperature of source is equals to infinite. Okay, so in both these cases, what do we have? We have the ratio. So if T of sink is equals to 0, then T of sink over T of source is equals to 0, and also same for the same if T of source is equals to infinite and T of sink is some finite temperature. इसका मतलब कि हमारे पास इन्फिनिट टेम्परेचर होगा टी ऑफ सोर्स का, तो इन्फिनिटली हीट फ्लो करेगी इजीली. ओके, so in this case eta is 1 minus 0, it will be equals to 1. So from both the cases eta is either greater than or equal to 0, or it is eta is either less than or equals to 1. Correct? Therefore 0 is less than eta, less than or equals to eta, and eta is less than or equals to 1. So this is our range. Okay, this is our final answer, and as we can see option 1 is 0 to 1, so option 1 is the correct option. I hope you understand it well. Best of luck.